If you are watching this channel for the first time, please we advise you click on the share button, click on the red subscribe button, and on the notification button, so that when we have a new episode coming out, directly it will be shared to you. You will have the link and be notified of this edition, because they keep on coming and it will interest you. It will move you to another level. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners, into today's episode on the Daily Positive Living Principle channel with Dr. Daniel Otto. We started a discussion in our last episode. It was a journey on the effects of the blame game on our institutions, organizations, leadership, and in government positions. That was part one. And we talked extensively on the effect the blame game has on punctuality, how it affects our doing things on time. Things are not done the way it should. They are not done properly on time. We also talked about how it affects our agenda setting, implementation of agenda. Agendas are set, agendas are implemented on the hidden basis, hidden agenda, bias, especially in our institutions and our society. We also talked about the effect on our management culture. Management principles are affected. People don't manage things for effectiveness and efficiency because of the blame game. We also talked about how it affects our roles and responsibilities. Responsibilities are shifted. Roles are not being followed, and so it leads to wastage of hours and productivity loss in our institutions, and it affects our economy as a whole, as a country, as institutions. We also talked about how it affects our maintenance culture. We have a poor maintenance culture because of the blame game, and it leads to dilapidation of our infrastructure, our equipment, even vehicles. Some are abandoned and they're waiting to be auctioned to preferred people. These are the culture. This is the effect. The effect of the blame game is very massive in developing countries, and it affects our leadership. Leadership is supposed to be a way or the ability to influence others, individuals or group, for the achievement of a goal. But in developing countries, leadership is coerced. Leadership is demanded. Followership is demanded, which is not supposed to be the case. And that is why we are talking about the blame game. So leadership and democracy have been abused and bastardized in developing countries. Listen to the words of Robert Mugabe. He said, and I quote, he said, democracy was born in Greece. Democracy was raised up in Europe. It was developed in the United States of America. It was abused in Asia. It died in Africa, but was buried in Nigeria. What are we saying? Leadership has been buried in developing countries, and we need to resurrect it. How does this affect us? Especially the effect of the blame game in other areas, especially in the area of continuity of programs and activities. Most of the time, programs are abandoned when there is a change of leadership. Anytime there is a change of leadership, there is no continuity of programs and agenda and activities. Leadership is supposed to be a continuing. People say soldier go, soldier come, barrack no dey empty. What does that mean? So far as we are breathing from our nostrils on a continuous basis, Nigerians will continue to live. When you live and you die, Nigeria continues, the journey continues. So we should think more of the generations rather than on self-interest. That's what we're talking about. Leadership does not belong to a party. Leadership belongs to Nigerians. And so, when there is no continuity, there is no sustainability. So, it leads to abandonment of projects, abandonment of policies that are not attended to. It results into a situation like the man on the treadmill who is moving up and down movement, but there is no forward movement. All movements are not movement. Movements are expressed, movements are measured when it is a forward movement. A lot of activities up and down, but we are not moving forward. We have gone back to status quo. So when there is a change of government, when there is a change of leadership, we are back to status quo because there is no continuity. So because of the blame game, this has affected us and have made us remain in the same position. So this is very key, and we must talk about it and deal with it. This is key. In what other areas? In coordination and harmonization of programs and activities. Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that in many ministries, government has so many ministries, has so many departments, has so many agencies, but every one of them are working in silos. There is no platform or a coordinating body where things are brought on the table and things can be harmonized. What does this result to? It will now result into duplication of activities. Many people, even in the same ministry, in the same agency, departments are working on the same issue, working on the same activity with the same objective and expected outcome. But at the end of the day, they are not talking to each other because of personal self-gain, because of greed, because of what one wants to eat. And at the end of the day, there is duplication of activities. No wonder there is vertical programs everywhere. There are programs that are even happening at the state level, far away from federal, at the local government, that does not talk to what is happening at the federal. These are the effect of blame game. Abandoned projects are all over. What those are the effects? Abandoned projects erode, and so we have had to reach areas everywhere because of abandoned projects, and that will increase the rate of accidents that we have in our environment, in our communities, and in our society, and people are dying, increasing the mortality rate. These are the things we are talking about. Abandoned power project. Why can we not have a sustained power in Nigeria? Because of the blame game, abandonment of projects, no continuity. We are having epileptic power supply. Why? Because of programs that have been abandoned, no continuity, and leads to wastage. Poor educational system, high illiteracy. These are because programs are not there is no continuity in programs and activities. These are the things we need to talk about. We should not be working in isolation. Why can we not have a good electoral system? This is another effect. We cannot have perfect electoral law and processes where there could be fair and free election. Why? Because of greed, because of blame game, selfish interest. Some people are already talking of how they are going to rig in the next election. Why are we talking about, we were debating about electronic transmission of results. We cannot come to a fair conclusion where it could be fair to all, and then the person who will be selected by people will be the one that will come out at the end of the day. Why? Because some people already have planned how to rig in the next election. People are only thinking about themselves and not thinking of the generations. If God fails to come, Nigeria will be here in 150 years to come. And if we don't leave a legacy, especially with our electoral system, it means we have failed in our generation. And this is why God has put us in that position. This is the things we need to talk about. Leadership is not about party system. Electoral system is not about party system. It's supposed to be for generations and to the good of our oncoming generation, unborn generation. And so these are the things we need to talk about. How does it affect us again? In our results. Results is the evidence that is generated from an activity, evidence that is realized from an activity. We are in the generation of result, era of results. People no longer celebrate age or qualification. We celebrate results. And so, what are we talking about? People don't want to know. People are fond of giving explanation why things are not working instead of being an exclamation. Anytime you begin to give explanation of why things are not working, it's an indication that you are suffering from the disease called excusitis. That is inflammation of excuses. You will graduate from a level of being an excuse giver to a professional liar or executive liar. And then you'll be explaining and explaining. These are the things that are affecting us. We need to shift from the level of explanation to an exclamation. So it has affected the results that we deliver. Many people are just there working for their selfish gain and not for the interest of Nigerians and for our children, unborn generation, for the totality of the society. How does it affect us? The blame game has led to serious corruption. Corruption is not only in the aspect of money. Anything that is unfair and there is injustice is corruption. Money laundering, tribalism, appointment of people, lopsided appointments are corruption. Putting square pegs in round holes are corruption. Anything that is done in an unfair manner and in the area of injustice is corruption. So there is massive corruption happening. People satisfy themselves, amass wealth, and thinking that they are not going to die anymore. These are the things that are happening. And we need to move from this level to a level where we think of impact. Results are divided into outcome, output, and impact. Output and outcome are immediate effect. But impact is a long-term effect, and we should be talking about impact rather than just what we can eat. And so we need to talk about this so our generations can move from this to another level. Listen to this as I round up. A dog was holding a massive meat in his mouth while crossing a bridge one day. And when they came to the center of the bridge, guess what happened? He looked inside the water and began to see that the meat inside the water is better than the one that he was holding, forgetting that it was his own shadow. In the big to struggle to go and collect the one he was seeing inside the water, brothers and sisters, he lost the meat in his mouth. The meat fell. Double wahala for that body. What are we talking about? Covetousness and greed is the major reason for disaster and disappointment. Greed will lead to unsatiable destiny. Contentment is the best way for us to have success and goodness in our life. What are we talking about? Many people are pursuing shadow while they have the original. In Nigeria, we have a lot of potentials. Potentials that have been endowed by God, gifts and talents. If only we can deal with blame game and leadership position in Nigeria, Nigeria will be the best country in the world because everything that we need is available, but we are pursuing shadow. And because of greed, covetousness, the blame game, and leadership, we are at the stagnant position. We need to deal with this so that we can move forward. Follow me gently as we move on because we are going somewhere. And our country needs to be better. Individuals need to be better. Please Share this to others, extend this to others, like and share this to others, and stay tuned for the next episode. God punish the blame game.